Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Haydogamg Game. Today we are going to be doing a video on Family Guy this time. And now, again, we're going to be doing it with my cousin Raeleigh. Basically, I've seen every single season. And like, I don't know. What do you think, Raeleigh? What do you think of the craziness of like 15 seasons now? Now that's crazy.
Hi everyone, I'm back to do another video with Hayden, and yeah, so Family Guy is the topic, and I don't even know where to start. I have, just like Hayden, I've seen every single season. I used to watch them when I was younger, you know, the older ones, sorry. And then, you know, they came on Netflix, and I would rewatch them and stuff. Like, I always had it on in the background. And it's crazy that there's 15 seasons. Like, I know that some TV shows like The Simpsons, they're going on like 20-something seasons and stuff like that. But Family Guy, like, that's a show that's newer. It's got jokes that are a little bit funnier than The Simpsons just because it's more current and they're more like, they have to do with real stuff going on in the world, kind of. And The Simpsons, you know, the older episodes are way back in like the 80s or the early 90s or something like that, so they're a little bit older. And that's why I love Family Guy, because it's such a newer show, you know. And the 15 seasons, I mean, the first few seasons, just like any other TV show, they kind of sucked. Just because they were starting to get the ball rolling and everything. But I think around season 3 or 4, they really found their humor. And the seasons after that are just hilarious. They're crazy and they're awesome. And it's probably my favorite TV show. It's good to just have on in the background, or it's really good if you're watching it, you know, you laugh. Sometimes there's some heartwarming moments, not usually, but sometimes. But it's an overall really funny show.
I agree with you here, Raeleigh. Like, my gosh, Family Guy. Okay, now Family Guy, it's hilarious. And look at the logo. Anyways, Family Guy is hilarious. I do agree with you. I don't know why season 1 and season 2 are in the same DVD case, and then they made 2 season 3s, like season 3 part 1 and then season 3 part 2. Makes no sense, because season 1 is a yellow case, season 3 is a orangish case. Well, that's part 1 of season 3. Season 3 part 2 is a greenish one, and then from season 4 on, season 4, season 5, they were good up to season 6. It made no sense, because they made like 2 versions of season 6, of part 1 and part 2 again. Like, going back to season 3, they had 2 parts. Season 6 had 2 parts. I don't know why. Seth MacFarlane, get your head together, okay? Anyways, then there's the other seasons of season 7, season 8, season 9, season 10, season 11. Then there were 2 season 12s. 2 parts again. So, season 3, I don't know. Then there was 2 season 6. Then this? I don't know why. Why is there 2 season 12s? And then they did like 2 parts of season 13? I don't know. But anyways, now season 14 that I just got was hilarious. I loved every freaking joke that they shot at us. They just did good on season 14. And now they're saying like season 15 will be better. I don't know. I'm trying not to watch it on like Netflix or anything else except for DVD. I'm waiting 5 more months until it comes out to DVD. because I just hate the commercials and all that. And to be honest, I don't really like Netflix. Unless it's for movies and such. Not TV shows. No, not really. Let's see. What was your favorite part of all the seasons, really? Like, what was your most favorite part?
I totally agree with you with the whole DVD thing not making any sense. I honestly don't own any of the DVDs because, like, I can't really, like, I don't really have a DVD player. I have, like, a Blu-ray player, but I don't have a DVD player. So I have to watch them either on Netflix or when they're on TV, which sucks because then I have to sit through all the commercials and everything. But, like, on the Netflix on my TV, it just, like, plays it automatically. You don't have to, like, choose which one you want to play. You can just press play and it'll go through all of them, which is kind of cool. But, yeah, I've never bought any of the DVDs, but I remember we had talked about this a little while ago, Hayden, and, like, none of the DVDs made sense, and that probably drives you insane. I can't imagine. That's why I don't have any of the DVDs, because that would just drive me crazy if they weren't all, like, matched up with the same color, and if there was, like, a part 1 and a part 2 and all that, that would just drive me crazy. But my favorite part out of all of the seasons, that's really tough. Honestly, my favorite episodes are probably when it's Brian and Stewie going on an adventure. Like, there was, like, Brian and Stewie see Santa Claus at the North Pole. There was a Brian and Stewie go to, like, Germany. There's the time travel episodes with Brian and Stewie. I think my most favorite episode is the one where Brian and Stewie get stuck in a bank. And, like, after hours, and they have to, like, survive there, and they have, like, they get drunk, and then, Brian pierces Stewie's ear, and, like, Brian has to eat Stewie's diaper, his poop in his diaper. Oh my god, I laughed so hard. That's probably my favorite episode. And out of all of the seasons, I just love any episode that has, like, Stewie and Brian. Because I think Stewie, maybe Brian. Both of them are my two favorite characters. But, so any episode that has mainly Stewie and Brian, I love, 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 love those ones. What's your favorite part?
Okay, well, yes, I do agree with you, really. Like, my gosh. Stewie and Brian are above average for me. I don't really mind Brian. I just think he's a bit of a odd character in a sense. Stewie's okay, yes, I do agree. He has his funny moments on his puns and all that. But, his time travel technique is pretty impressive. My favorite episodes are actually with just Brian and Peter. Those are my favorites. Like, every time they get into a shenanigan with each other, like when they did Mr. Booze, that was hilarious. That's my favorite episode of season 8 or 9, was it? I don't remember. I gotta go watch those episodes again. But yeah, you can buy the DVDs, of course, because they still work on Blu-ray. Believe it or not, like I have a Blu-ray player, and the regular DVDs work on a Blu-ray player. I just can't stand, like, any of the networks that play the reruns and all that. It's so annoying. Like, I get what you're saying about Netflix and all that, but all the networks that play all the old episodes and all that, you have to watch the commercials. You can skip through them or whatever. It's just so bloody annoying. I honestly liked the one when they were in the bank, when they got trapped in there. It was good, but My Drunken Irish Dad with Peter and Brian, that was a really good episode as well. But my most favorite episode with Peter, oh my gosh, that's a hard one because I like all his episodes. It's like hilarious. I cannot get enough of Peter because he's just so mindless and so annoying. He is just like, oh, come on, guys, let's just go get hammered or something, or let's just go beat up the giant chicken. Like, my gosh, I just don't get it. But Cleveland, my gosh, love that he's back in the game again. Like, he is so funny. Like, okay, come on, man, you've got to be kidding me. No. But mainly above all the characters that have been introduced and all that, like the two foreign guys that have been in America just long enough to not have accents. I remember they came out right after the season 5, I believe, when Peter killed off Pantos and Pasquale, the two Portuguese guys that they had for the fishing boat episodes. Like, I'm going like, okay, that's fine. Who cares? Do not get me wrong, I like Portuguese people, but those two characters were a bit different in Family Guy. I didn't get it, but it was fine. So, what was your most favorite side characters besides those two guys, or the two foreign guys that are just long enough in America not to have accents? Which one of those puns did you like most?
That's a really good question, because for me, I like when they, I kind of like the typical characters that they have. Like, I'm not a real big fan of the episodes that have, like, focus on a random character that you don't know the whole time. Like, I like getting to know the characters in a show. Like, I know Peter and Meg and Lois and all of them. I don't really like when we just get introduced to this brand new character. But if I had to pick one that I did kind of like, I kind of like James Woods, his whole storyline. I thought that was really funny. Like, the one where they were in, like, the murder house and everything like that. And when Brian was making a TV show, and it was supposed to be based off of his book, and then the network changed it to, like, when James Woods is in college with his daughter or whatever. I thought that was kind of funny. So I think James Wood is probably one of my favorite, like, side characters that they kind of introduced. But I don't have too many because, like I said, I really like the main characters. Like, Peter, I love Peter, and Brian and Stewie. Like, I love those characters, and I love episodes that are, like, based off of what those characters do. When they introduce new characters and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to follow the storyline and, like, get to know that character. I like to just stick with the main characters that I know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure James Woods is probably the only other guy. Because my other the other person that I would have picked would be Quagmire, but I don't think he's really a side character. I think he's more of a main character. I really love all the episodes that that focus on him. Like the one Quagmire's baby is hilarious, or the one where Quagmire's dad gets a sex change and everything like that. I love Quagmire episodes. But who's your favorite friend out of the group? Like, you can't pick Peter because I know you like Peter, but out of Cleveland, Quagmire, and Joe, who's your favorite?
That's actually a good question, really. I'm just having tea right now, but yeah, I get what you're saying. You know, all the side characters are actually pretty odd at times. The side character that I really didn't really get was a bit of James Woods. Like, okay, yes, James Woods was a fan favorite in that murder house. That episode was hilarious because finally Peter broke out of his dumb shell and became a smart aleck and figured out most of what was going on while still being a complete dumbass. Like, my God, I don't get why Peter has to be so dumb. Like, yes, okay, he's smart in certain episodes and all that, but I don't know why he has to play so dumb. Hey, Seth, you did good on that. But other main characters that I do like that are like rare now. I miss Cleveland, that's for sure, because he was a fan base favorite. But a side character like Old Man Herbert, what are you guys doing with Old Man Herbert? Like he's a complete weird character, that's for sure. But also I like Quagmire. He's a bit goofy in a sense, but his character is a bit unorthodox. Yes, I did like the episode when his father finally came into the picture and got an odd sex change. That was a bit weird, but it was a good episode. Do not get me wrong. That was a good episode as well. But mainly, I don't know. The other character that I do kind of like is Carter Peterschmidt. He's a good side character for Lois's father, of course. And also, one last character that I like is Joe. Joe is hilarious as well. He's got good puns as well. So, like, that one episode of Just on Joe that was in like season 6 or 7, I believe. I loved it. When he got to believe in himself again after being quitting the force or all that, and Peter got him into the special ed people's games on the force and all that stuff, like the Olympics for the special people's games. When he got to believe in himself again, I liked Joe for that. He found who he was.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about Joe. He is definitely one of my favorites too. Ever since like the very start, like I love his storyline and everything where like he was a cop, and then that one episode where it actually tells you how he got paralyzed and everything like that, how he was like dressing up part of the drug trade and everything, and he was an undercover cop and all that. I love that. And yeah, I do really like the episode where he has to like believe in himself and overcome everything, and I thought that was one of Family Guy's more heartwarming moments. And that's another reason why I like Family Guys, because you know they have the humor and everything, but sometimes they have good points and they talk about real things in life, and I love that one. Another Joe episode that I really like is the one where his father comes to visit and he doesn't want his dad to know that he's crippled, so he asks Peter to pretend to be Joe, and he has to live with Lois and everything and the kids, and I love it because his dad actually believes that Peter is his son. Like, his dad is so stupid, and then once again Joe finally has to like overcome his fear of like his dad not accepting who he is, and then you know, you find out that his dad is actually okay with him, you know, being handicapped in the legs and everything like that. And it's another really good, heartwarming episode where Joe, you know, finds who he really is and has to overcome all of his fears. And Joe is definitely the best character in Family Guy that has to overcome all of those fears and stuff. I mean, none of the other characters really have any challenges. And I think not being able to walk is one of the biggest challenges somebody could have, and it's really nice to see Family Guy touch on that and show you that, you know, sometimes you can be a dumbass, or sometimes you can overcome, you know, your fears and everything like that. And that's why I love Family Guy. Family Guy has so many good little elements to it. It's one of the best TV shows, I think.
I totally agree with you on that for Joe, really. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like all the episodes that actually gets to the meaning of why he is there in the first place. Also, I just got up about 2 hours ago at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's like, hang on, it's 7:23 now. Anyways, yeah, I totally agree, and this video has been phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Well, I think that's gonna get cut over there because we're gonna be doing Gotham at some point as well for the next video. And my one last remark and favorite thing about Family Guy is, well, all the funniest jokes that they do. Like, Family Guy has gotten some good reviews, and yes, I do agree on some parts of it where you said, Raeleigh, about her earlier, that they weren't that funny about some jokes in the first 3 seasons. I actually thought they were still pretty funny. How about until like season? I guess I didn't find it that funny when they got really racist. That was somewhere in season 12 or season 13 that they got really racist with Chris dating Jerome's daughter. Like, I'm going like, are they really going for this? Are they really going for this? And then another thing that offended me, actually as a person, all the autism jokes that they did, I found that very offensive, which is why I bring this up. But that's just from my view. But still, Family Guy is hilarious. Seth MacFarlane is good. Overall, Joe, Peter, Quagmire, Cleveland, and Brian, all my favorite characters. Peter is number one, of course. Well, catch you guys later, and see you next time.